Making the distinction between a child's individual need and the school's ability to meet that need is the purpose of an annual review meeting. But what happens when the lines become blurred and there's uncertainty and misunderstanding, which makes it difficult to know exactly what's going on? So in this video, I'm going to explore why an annual review meeting can leave you feeling so confused. That can create uncertainty and misunderstanding in a meeting, to help recognise what to look out for when advocating for our children so that we leave that meeting feeling less confused. My name is Brenda and I'm a parent mentor and a fellow parent. I support parents raising children with individual needs and differences to stay empowered whilst they navigate through procedural challenges. And when I've been at my child's annual review meeting, I have either left feeling reassured, content, or uncertain. Annual review meetings are meant to monitor progress towards the outcomes and aspirations in a child's EHCP. There is a chance to assess performance and provide your feedback as a parent. But in some cases, it can feel more like a confusing maze rather than a place where we can have constructive conversation. And one cause that can create uncertainty and misunderstanding towards your child's progress is having an outdated EHCP. As a legal document, an EHCP is designed to help practitioners to identify a child's special educational needs, the support that they need, and what they'd like to achieve. An outdated EHCP causes problems. When the task of identifying the right provisions and strategies and highlighting names and places are outdated, then it doesn't show a true reflection of a child's need. For example, if there's been no attempt to update information that was relevant perhaps 2 years ago, then this will be very confusing for anyone that's trying to look at this legal document as a tool to support a child. Because in my experience, where there had been assessments done by the educational psychologist or the speech and language therapists, the information about the strategies that they had suggested to be able to support my son within the classroom were not available. Because the EHCP was outdated, it became more likely that I had to be in a position to continually justify the reason why challenges were popping up for my son whilst he was engaging in his education, causing confusion and uncertainty for everybody that was involved. And as a parent, you want consideration for your child's challenges and acknowledgement of their strengths and weaknesses as they go through their academic development. So there needs to be a true picture of what is occurring in real time. You also want to observe and be involved in the planning and the scheduling of strategies to enable your child to succeed in their education. Because if missed, there's definitely long-term consequences. And the only way to nurture their progress is by being empowered. And to also have control over these predicaments that our children may find themselves in. Because being empowered will not allow us parents to take on the burden of overcompensating for the lack of accountability during pivotal moments of their special educational needs journey. And another cause that can cause uncertainty, confusion and misunderstanding is the timing of the annual review meeting. The review meeting must be held within 12 months of the date of when the EHCP was issued, and then within 12 months of a previous review, hence the title Annual Review Meeting. But it becomes confusing when an early review is required but yet not carried out, or an early review is carried out yet it is not clear why it is required. There are pivotal moments whereby bringing forward the date of the annual review will benefit a child, and these are when there is an urgent need for change in the EHCP, or because your child's needs have changed significantly, or the provision is no longer meeting your child's individual needs. It definitely pays to bear in mind that different authorities have different names for different timescales, but it is important that if any of these pivotal changes go amiss, where it is clear that your child is either experiencing any of the three that I've previously mentioned, in my experience, it is definitely difficult to rectify further down the line, causing more confusion. So as a parent, to be able to feel more confident to take action towards making positive changes, especially through pivotal moments such as transitions, environmental changes, and changes within your child's overall well-being. Another cause that can create uncertainty and misunderstanding during an annual review meeting is an unclear agenda. Have you ever felt daunted about the prospect of an annual review coming up? I certainly have, and this was something that definitely would make sense, because there's been times where I have been concerned about a school's willingness to assist my child with the difficulties that he had had. But I did have reason to feel that way, because up until that point I was bombarded with communication about how they weren't able to cope, that they had tried everything but nothing seemed to be working to be able to support him to feel safe and included in the classroom. The annual review felt like a reason for the school and the local authority to do something about it. And because I had no indication of anything being put in place to create any progress moving forward, this created a lot of uncertainty for me as to what to expect in the meeting. And I've spoken about this in this video here. Annual reviews should not have a hidden agenda. An ideal situation would be where a SENCO would explain the agenda, where they are a great facilitator, allows for open dialogue, where there are no surprises, so that as parents we feel more empowered to make contributions and suggestions and feedback towards our children's academic progress. If you leave an annual review having experienced any of these predicaments, it will make sense why you will feel more confused leaving than what you felt when you went in. Hopefully, by highlighting these 3 causes, it will provide some awareness as to what to look out for and recognise these causes as an obstacle in a way that they may create setbacks, and be in a position to then advocate for your child and make sure that their needs are recognised and their abilities are acknowledged. So if you've liked this video and you feel that any of the information in this video resonates with you, why not take a look at some of my other videos? Or alternatively, contact me through my website. But for now, keep doing what you're doing, stay focused, stay empowered and keep creating progress. Thank you for listening.